YouTube, what's good? All of Chiefs fans, center. Please like and subscribe if you like the content. Amazing win yesterday, amazing win against Stellenbosch FC. We're at the ground yesterday, amazing game, amazing scenery, amazing fans. But we move on to Golden Arrows on Sunday at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. The games are coming quick and fast. There's the match preview with Chiefs Fan Center. Let's dive in, man. So to start off the video, we've got a predicted 11 and analysis for Kaizer Chiefs for the game against Arrows. Mind you that this lineup will be based upon the previous game, as I believe some players did very well, and it runs them sorting the next game against Arrows. So let's dive in, man. Here's the lineup. We've got Bruce Buma in the posts. What can I say, man? Bruce Buma, 3 amazing shots taken by Stellenbosch, Steiner's crackers, and he had a response for all 3 of them. Amazing performance yesterday from Bruce Buma. And you could see that he's very passionate about the club. You can see he's an academy player, a Chiefs fan, playing for Kaizer Chiefs. You saw him slagging off or going in on Dudley and especially Cross when that first goal went in. So we know he's got the best interest of the club at heart. Yeah, well, I believe there's a long way back for Peterson especially, and maybe a long way back also for Ndwari if they want to come back into the team, because what a performance from Bruce Buma. What a difference a game makes, because last week against Cape Town City, people are like, Chiefs has got 3 very crap goalkeepers. There's no way back for this club. But now at least Bruce Buma is showing he's got something about him, man. Obviously, there will be mistakes, because if that free kick goes in from, was it Titles yesterday, which hit the crossbar in the second half, you would have complained about the positioning of the goalkeeper, but it is what it is, man. And then we move on to left back. The left back, we have Ditlokwe, TT Ditlokwe. Obviously, you saw Cross wasn't mentally and physically ready for that game, yeah, well, especially mentally. Yeah, well, mentally he wasn't there. You saw him crying, but Nabi showed him, Uguti, you're still in my plans, boy, and don't worry, it happens. Yeah, well, we saw Mbutu in the game against Young Africans, how overwhelming that left back spot is for Chiefs. Yeah, but I think that's one spot we've been weak at for years and years. Yeah, but Cross will come back into the team, because I believe he will overtake Ntlokwe. He's a better player than Ntlokwe at left back, yeah, but not maybe as a player overall, but at left back, definitely I'm choosing Cross. And maybe Mashiane might have a chance also, yeah, but I saw good he's a fan favorite for the fans at the ground. Yeah, but the fans at the ground are very different to fans online. Yeah, well, because they're there for the money and they love their MDC players and youngsters, and they always get behind the team and the players if you're playing well. Yeah, well, so I believe Ditlokwe also very good player, reliable, man. You saw Nabi even had to make a back 5 just to accommodate Ditlokwe, because once Cross was back fit, he had to come in, but he had to keep Ditlokwe because it's TT, Mr. Reliable. Obviously, the game against the Young Africans, I thought it was over for him, because he flopped him and Msemango, and plus he's a foreign sport. He's not yet registered as a South African international. Yeah, but so it's a great revival arc for him and Mtetwa. Yeah, but so you see, Bule Modi Potsane, look at Ditlokwe, look at Mtetwa. You guys can, Samkelozwane, all these guys, Happy Mashiane, there is a spot for you. Just take your chance when it comes. Yeah, well. And then we've got the right back. I'm going for Reforced if he's back fit. I'm going for Reforced. I know, amazing game by Njabulo Blom yesterday. Amazing game by Njabulo Blom, but at some point, we have to be realistic. Yeah, well, Nabi rates Reforced, but it's good to know. We've got 3 right backs, which are very good. Just at left back, we've got Mashia, and we've got Cross, we've got Ditlokwe now, and we've got Pangani Sam to come. At right back now, we've got Solomons, Njabulo Blom, and Reforced to compete there. So we've got very good squad depth at the fullback positions. Yeah, but just for this game, I'm going with Reforced. Yeah, but Njabulo Blom might start. Yeah, but based off the performance that he made yesterday, I saw him around the first, was it the 40th minute, like taking people on the right back. I've never seen Njabulo Blom take on people like that before. Yeah, but that's the MLS experience that I was crying out for. That's the experience and shouting, being a leader. Yeah, but he is a leader now. He's no longer a boy. He is a man. Yeah, but he's been at the club the longest, if I'm not mistaken, out of all the players in the team. And then we have Dudley and Inacio Miguel. With Dudley, the goal was his fault, because he made the main mistake. It was Dudley's fault. I don't get why most of them were shouting at Cross, but it was Dudley's fault. But the fact that we like the guy, it shouldn't hide away that he made the mistake. Yeah, well, obviously doesn't mean he shouldn't start the next game, but guys, Ndusha Vilakazi, they are not Sereno, Dudley. These guys are not immune to criticism. Yeah, well, it was his mistake, but it happens. I had a very good game yesterday, and then also Miguel also finding consistency, man. Very aggressive player, and that's what he is, man. That's what he is. As long as he minimizes the red cards and the yellow cards, I'm good with Naso Miguel. And we're starting to see Naso Miguel and Dotley becoming a very formidable duo. Yeah, well, I hope that these two work out, because if they don't, then we're effed up, man. We're effed up. Yeah, well, and Naso Miguel was an instance where, like, I thought he was messing up, and then he just was just composed in the second half. Amazing bit of play there from Inacio Miguel. And then the CDM, the holding midfielder, the protector, it's Oxum Tetwayabo. Very consistent player. I every week I can't say much about this guy, because he is what you. We're repeating the same thing with him. Yeah, well, I'm just happy with Oxum Tetwa being there as the CDM. Jeblo Blom, it's best if we convert him into a right back, or just for the season, yeah, but because as the holding six, then it's you can't it's it's Oxus to lose. It's his place, and it's very hard for him to lose. I'm very happy with Oxum Tetwa. Obviously, people were slagging off him at the ground, saying, why does he pass back all the time?" Yeah, well, but it's not his job, is it? Yeah, well, it's the guy next to him, and the guy next to him is, of course, Yusuf Mount. Yeah, well, sloppy performance yesterday. Sloppy. Misplaced passes are back from Yusuf Mount. Misplaced passes, but obviously he does occasionally give the worldie. Yeah, well, I saw him switching the play to Vilakazi last time. Amazing long pass from Yusuf Mount. Yeah, well, but I believe he's our captain. Yeah, well, this is our player, our captain, our fighter. Yeah, well, our captain, our fighter. You can slag him all you want, but I won't turn my back on Yusuf Mount. Look at the game against Richards Bay this season. Look at the two derbies in his first season. Look at the Cape Town Spurs game at home last season. That's Yusuf Mount. I'm convinced about this guy. Obviously, I'm not saying he's living off those games, but there's instances where he's a fighter. He's available. He took a shot to the head against Chipper, and he stabilized the game still. That's my captain, and I won't turn my back on him. If you do, that's your problem. And then the number 10, we have Dusha. Yesterday he was a bit quiet. I won't lie to you, but it's because other players stepped up. You can't do it alone. And Tushawarala, there's games where he will be quiet. He's still 21 or 20. He's 20, turning 21 this year. So I'm happy with him, Tushawarala, as a number 10 once again. Yeah, but I believe if Tanzania comes back and becomes the player that I know he can be, then he must start at the number 10 or Sereno and move him to the left wing. I'm telling you, there's something about doing the left wing that I'm seeing sometimes, and it naturally likes drifting wide. Yeah, but and then on the left wing, it literally could be anybody. That's the position that's up for. The left wing spot is the one that's up for grabs. The left wing spot is the one that's up for grabs. Nobody wants it. Sele doesn't want it. Modi doesn't want it. Potsane isn't doing enough to want it. But I'll go for Potsane, because based off his impact of the game and his fellow subs, I think it's time to start Potsane. It was between him and Dupree for me, so I'm going for Potsane. But not because, I don't know how to explain it, not because of football talent, but of impact, but because that's what we have for right now. I believe if Sereno comes back fully fit, it's his. Nobody has done enough to bench Sereno over the past 3 weeks when that left wing spot was up for grabs. Nabi even had to go to a back five because there was no one applicable for the left wing spot. Yeah, but I would have picked Dupree, but I think Potsane, based off the impact that he made with his fellow subs yesterday. And then we've got the striker. It's Duba. It should easily be Wandile Duba. Nabi didn't intentionally want to put him there, but he had to, because Dupree was out injured and it was too early to put Chivaviro on. Duba as the number 9, that's what we know him from. I watched MDC. Duba was scoring goals there at number 9. Yeah, well, Duba doesn't score like crackers. Okay, he scored the one against Arrows, but look at the goals this season. Even from a right wing, he finds himself in the most perfect positions. Like his movement of the ball and positioning is the best in the country. I'm telling you, Duba's positioning of the ball is the best. And look at the goals yesterday. It's based off positioning, not talent. It is talent, but positioning. That's the main thing. The movement of the ball. He, as a right wing, he finds himself in the perfect positions also. He reminds me of, I'm not saying he's a Cavani, but Cavani is my favorite striker because the movement that he makes is so effortlessly, man. The way he gets in the best positions as a striker, just like Duba, man. And I think as a number 9, he should be starting, because he'll get very, very good goal scoring opportunities. He'll score, I think, about 10 goals this season if he plays as a number 9. Yeah, well. And then on the right wing, it has to be Mfundo Vilakazi. Easily Mfundo Vilakazi. start this kid, Nabi. Start this kid. I can't say much because I want this kid to start. So he got an assist, got a goal off the bench against Marum Quarans. Like he has to start in front of Vilakazi, man. And that's the predicted analysis for Kaizer Chiefs. Okay, guys, let's review the opposition. The opposition is Lamontville Golden Arrows. Last season, they finished number 9 in PSL. They didn't have any significant cup run that I can remember of last season. Oh, when was the last time Vela had a very good cup run? None that I can remember of. Basically, please remind me if you guys remember. And then, ironically, this season they're still number 9 in the PSL. They're currently 9th in the PSL with 4 wins, 3 draws, and 4 defeats. And their form is pretty good over the past 5 games. They've won twice, drew once. I'm sorry, they drew twice and lost only one game, which was against Richards Bay in the KZN derby. And then they head to Kaizer Chiefs. It's 2 wins for Chiefs and 3 defeats for Chiefs. So 3 wins for Arrows and 2 wins for Kaizer Chiefs. So and games with Arrows actually like they're so far apart, man. Like 7 months. It seems like we face Arrows like once a year sometimes. Always facing Arrows like February, and then the next game's at December. Yeah, but yeah. So, and then my score prediction is a 1-1 draw. Yeah, but the games that I expect Chiefs to lose, they win, and the ones that I expect them to win, they lose. So I'm going with 1-1, man. So I think we'll finish 1-1. You know how these guys are; they always disappoint us. So that's the video, guys. Please like and subscribe. I'm out. Love.